What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today in this video, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and do a nice textured comb over with the fade on the side. We're also gonna do a nice beard trim and leaving the beard nice and crispy. But for those of you guys that are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And if you guys happen to like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. But getting straight into the haircut, my client does need a trim on top, so the best thing to do is go ahead and saturate your client's hair with water. That way it's easier for you to comb out the hair and easier to cut with scissors. Now here what I'm doing is I'm basically just starting off in the cowlick area, and I'm basically just combing the hair out in the direction that it naturally wants to go. So now here I'm actually grabbing a section off from the front, and that's basically going to be my guide. So once I determine exactly what length I'm going to go ahead and cut it to, that front part is going to be the guide for the remaining of the haircut. And keep in mind, with the comb overs, I do like to keep the front a little longer than the back. So as I'm working my way back, I'm pretty much grabbing a little more than my previous section. So now I'm going back in, and this time I'm not going to be taking any length, but I'm actually going to be applying some texture to the top, just going in and doing some point cut to help me achieve that textured look. Now whenever I'm doing any of these type of haircuts, as soon as I'm done trimming the top, I always like to go ahead and blow dry and style the top. That way once I go in to do the fade, I know exactly where to stop so I can keep the shape that I want. Now before I apply any of the texture powder, I always like to make sure that it's 100% dry. You don't want to really leave the hair damp because you won't really get to achieve that textured look. So now after I apply some texture powder, I always like to finish it off with a little bit of matte pomade. I don't really apply too much. I just apply just enough to kind of give the haircut a little bit more shape. Now for the fade, I will be using my Endless T outliner to go ahead and set in my bald guideline. And for this haircut, I will be doing a mid fade. Now here I'm switching over to my wall cordless seniors, and I'm starting with the lever all the way open to go ahead and create my first guideline by going up about an inch. Now to go ahead and help me get rid of the bottom line, I always like to go ahead and grab my trimmers and just kind of bump up the bottom line up just a little bit to help me blend in the bottom line. So now to go ahead and get rid of the bottom line, I will be using the all the way close and halfway position. So I'm going to be working my way back from all the way close to halfway, making sure that I'm staying underneath that all the way open guideline to go ahead and get rid of the bottom line. Now since he does have a lot of bulk right there on the side, instead of going straight into my 0 guard, I have my number 1 guard with the lever all the way open, and I'm kind of just going to be stopping at where I kind of want my fade to stop before I go in with the clipper over comb. So I'm basically just going to be setting in a new guideline with the lever all the way open using the number 1 guard. Now here I'm going to be using the down fading technique, using the half guard, starting with the lever all the way open. I'm going to start to down fade and slowly close my lever all the way to get rid of the bottom line. Now here with the clipper over comb, it's very important that I leave most of the weight right there on the side, so I am going to be flaring out as much as I can. So now for the beard, I have my number 1 guard. I'm starting with the lever all the way closed, and I'm going to go ahead and start at the bottom of the ear to go ahead and remove the bulk. And here I went ahead and opened the lever all the way, and I'm continuing to blend down, making sure that I'm removing as much bulk as I can without getting too deep into the beard to make it easier to taper. So now I'm going in with no guard, starting with the lever all the way closed, working my way down to halfway and then all the way open to try to completely taper off the beard. Here I'm going in with the half guard just to do a little bit of touch-up work in between the number 1 guard and the no guard all the way open. I don't think it was necessary, but I mean, I went ahead and did it anyway. Now here I have the number 3 guard all the way closed, and I'm just removing the bulk to go ahead and try to blend in the bottom of the beard. Now using the number 2 guard, I'm going to go slightly above the number 3 guard to go ahead and try to blend in the beard. Now here I went ahead and attached my number 1.5 guard, and playing with the lever, starting with it all the way open and then closing it, is going to completely blend out that line that you're left with. Now here I have my clipper with the all the way closed position with no guard, and I'm basically just going to be going with the grain, trying to taper in the beard using the freehand shaping method. So here I attached my number 4 guard, and I felt like I needed to do a little bit of detailed work right underneath where the 3 guard was. So yeah, I'm basically just going in to clean it up. Now here I'm using the babyliss trimmers to go ahead and line them up, and these things hit. Like, these things cut through any type of hair and they leave a nice solid line without them being like completely too sharp. So, and they're super easy to zero gap too. So if you guys don't have this trimmer, I definitely recommend it. So we're getting to the end of the haircut. I'm gonna go ahead and remind you guys how my client came in, and man, he did need a haircut. He did need a transformation, especially the beard. By cleaning up the beard and lining it up, it makes a huge difference just by doing that. And boom, look at this transformation right here. He looks completely different, super clean. I think this hairstyle fits him. We left the front lineup natural, and in my opinion, it looks super clean. But if you guys liked the video, hit that thumbs up. Also leave your comments down below. I always like to read your guys' feedback. But once again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.